What up, loved ones? What it do? Spotty Young right here. You know where I'm from. Thanks for tuning in. And if you're new to this channel right here, just hit the subscribe button real quick. Give it a like if you think it's cool, if you think it's real. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right now, man, I'm gonna talk about my personal experience from my point of view as an Asian gangster doing time in the California prison system, man. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna let you know like what the hell is a PC move to those that don't understand. Because right now, as you may already know, there's no honor in the streets. And especially right now, 2022, everybody got their phones out recording, trying to put in work, trying to hit up people, recording themselves and shit. I don't know what it is nowadays, but back then, it wasn't like that though. You know what I mean? So this is why I'm explaining bringing prison politics to the streets, because the streets has no honor. Everybody on some bitch shit. It's just how it is. You know what I mean? So anyways, this is my from my personal experience. When I was doing time back in Sylmar Juvenile Hall, because this was around 2003. I mentioned this before. You know, I did a PC move, but since I was 15 years old, I was a little kid. I don't really understand shit like that because I was just like, I was raised in the streets. In the streets, there's really ain't no honor. You know what I mean? The only code that everybody goes by is no snitching. But when I was in the halls, I came across my street enemy, a Kamai homie that I mentioned before. You know what I mean? A shout out to Baby Scrap, man. I hope that you're doing good right now wherever you're at, bro. You know what I mean? It's just how it is from back in the days. But I'm gonna explain how when we were on Sylmar Juvenile Hall, I did a PC move. I did a bitch move. When I saw him, when he was sitting down at the table, and then he turned around while he had his face turned in the other side. That's when I got up and fucking front kicked him from the back of the head and shit, man. Did I know that was a PC bitch move? A part of me kind of knew, but I didn't have no idea. You know what I mean? Because during that time I was just like a little kid, 15 years old. So anyways, long story short, is that a PC move? Yes. There's some bitch shit? Yes. You know what I mean? Because there's no honor right there. Remember, I came from the streets, fresh from the streets, 15 years old, don't know shit. Like I said, the streets has no honor, man. So anyways, after that, we saw each other again in the holding tank and got down again like a man for a while too before we got caught. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, in San Fernando Court, when we got down, that's when they started handcuffing people with one hand, so that when they do decide to get down in the holding tank, police are not basically you only get to fight one hand, and we started that. Because before they just put you in the holding tank back in '03 and just let you go. You know what I mean? So that's just one example of what a PC move is. The same exact shit when you got your camera on, trying to hit up people, trying to bang fools with your camera on, that's bitch shit also. PC move. Just in case you don't understand, it's PC move. Anything that will put yourself in the open, that will attract the police, involve the police, it's all bitch shit, all PC move. You know what I mean? So that's just one example. Another example is this Southsider SA dude that I was telling him CYA stories from a channel to those who missed it. I had this little nemesis. It's like this Southsider dude, for some reason he don't like me, and vice versa, because I have to, because you know what I mean, we have to defend. I have to defend myself. So we had to fight. We got down like 5 times in different occasions. But I didn't mention one of the fights that we did was after we got down in the opens and we got caught. We was in the bathroom we got handcuffed behind our back, waiting to go to the hole or whatever in Inyo or whatever it was. This was in CYA back in 04, 05. I did another PC move, man. As soon as the police turned his back, what I did was I fucking from the cuffs that was I got cuffed from behind my back. I quickly switched it right in front of me as fast as I could using my legs. So now that my cuffs was right in front of me, and then my enemy's cuffs was still behind his back, I jumped up and started, what do you call this? and front kicked him like a few times before the police had to tackle me down and stop me and shit. You know what I mean? In my head, did I think that that was a cool thing? Yeah, before when I was a little kid, but in reality, that was a PC move. See, I'm a YA baby. I had to go through Silmar and CYA to, you know what I mean, to basically establish respect. Because CYA and CDC, CYA is completely different from CDC. CYA, everybody has to fight for respect. This is where you still have to establish whether you're fit to ride or be a GP or not. Like, you really got to fight for everything. And that's what I had to go through as a YA baby and CYA. You know what I mean? Before I went to CDC to talk about the real prison, which is CDCR. Before I went there, I had to go to CYA. But in CDC, it's a whole different story, because in CDC, Asian Islanders, we already have respect. Because Asian Islanders was already existing in CDC, and they've already fought and died for respect. Shed blood, shed tears, shed everything for respect, man. You know what I mean? Laid their life down for respect. So we can have a table, we can have a workout area. So I went to CDC, I already had respect. Nobody had to try to take my whatever position that I got, man. They didn't have to do that. I immediately received respect as a car, because the people, the Asian Islanders that was already that already did time before me in CDC already established respect. You know what I mean? So it's a whole different thing. It's a whole different mindset. But right now, I just want to point that out. I'm just giving an example that yes, it's understandable that there's no honor on the streets. Everybody be on some bullshit like, man, fuck getting down. Why should I get down and get beat up? That shit hurts. I might as well just, you know what I mean, sneak it from the back and just blast them fools from the back. And then all of a sudden, I'm hard, I'm gangster because I blast somebody from the back. Nah, it's just bitch shit, man. I don't know how many times I have to say that. It's the reason why I'm pushing gloves up, guns down. Because if you notice, if you to those who don't know, the real warriors from back in the days, they don't have guns. You know what I mean? They don't have that shit. They have to be a real man, and you have to fight to the death. That's how it was in prison. You have to be a real man to fight to the death. If you're small and you're skinny, then get your shit together, man. You know what I mean? You learn something. But running away and using a gun, it was never an option in the real gangster shit. You know what I mean? So, anyways, that's my little story from my experience from back in the days, so people would understand more what a PC move and what a bitch move is, by using myself as an example from my point of view. You know what I mean? And with that being said, you'll know what time it is. Say what you mean what you say. Real, recognize real, homeboy. I'm out of here.